A lot of projects that you're doing now?
Yeah, a lot of projects, and some of it's not even like music. It's mostly sometimes it's acting. Oh, that's my saxophone player. But it's fun playing with these guys because they're always ready for new things and touring. That's what I'm up to mostly is touring a lot and doing a lot of stage performances, which is really fun because when you do music in front of people as opposed to just recording it for people, it changes because your reactions will change. If someone gets up and walks away, then you'll make fun of them on stage, and it'll be like a completely different performance. So it's like it's more. There's no fourth wall. It's just all just fun, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's cool.
What are you doing? You're ruining everything.
I'm just gonna get y'all's picture and some students.
You don't have to listen.
So what are your upcoming future plans? What are your projects that you're working on in the future?
I'm trying to work on a movie that I'm going to be in. There's this movie that we're starting this Indiegogo campaign. It's like Kickstarter. And so I want to act in it, so we just have to raise money for it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's called Offer and Compromise, but it's my first acting gig, like real acting gig. I've always wanted to do that. And other than that, I'm trying to work on my second album, so I'm going to test out a couple of the songs for that next album for tonight.
Okay,
so,
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So acting. What made you want to do acting?
I did it as a little kid, growing up in Idlewild, which is a small little mountain town in California. And it's. Do you know where Palm Springs is?
No.
Have you heard of it though? Yeah. It's next to that. So that's where I grew up, and there's a lot of. I went to an art school that had, they had filmmaking, dancing, music, creative writing, arts, like painting and stuff like that. Yeah, there's another one. Yeah, there's one more I'm forgetting, but did I say theater already? Acting, yeah. But anyway, so anyone can try out for these little movies that the kids did. And so I tried out for a whole bunch of movies, and I really liked doing it because you could just try to make people laugh, and hopefully it'd work. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So you like bringing happiness to people with what you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I like making people laugh and smile and dumb things. Yeah.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah. I'll sacrifice my intelligence to make people laugh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So do you like pranks then?
Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Did you ever pull any pranks whenever you were a kid? Is that something that you did?
Yeah, I mean, we would do some bad things. Like, at the school that I went to, the showers were very open, so we would just take ice and just pour it into people's thing and film the reactions. It was really fun.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, it's mean things, but, it's water, so it's like, what's it going to do?
Yeah, right. Yeah. What's worse that can happen?
Yeah. They'll get cold. That's about it.
Yeah. So you play 7 instruments.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one?
I'd have to say, right these days, the piano is starting to be really fun because you can be the bass. I used to love the bass, but you can be the bass and the rest of the instruments on a piano. You can, so it's just like you're orchestrating everything. It's fun.
Do you write pieces for piano then, or do you do it as a overall? It's
an overall thing. It's like it's like arranging songs. Like I don't think I've written a lot of songs on piano. I usually write them on guitar, but
okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of chords do you like? Do you like minor chords, major chords?
I like weird. I like sharp 9 chords, which is Jimi Hendrix chords. As in like, excuse me, what's that song? Purple Haze. It's the first chord. So it's got, so that's what's cool about that chord is it's got major and minor. You have so if root was do, then you have a major do, and then you have a 7 do, then you have a minor third do. So it's do. So that's it's got major and minor, but it sounds great.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So you know a lot about theory then.
I love theory.
That's awesome. Have you are you considering like writing a book on it or anything like that?
Now that you say it, maybe later on in life. But
yeah, that'd be cool. From a musician's view. Theory from a musician's view. Something that's actually practicing it.
Yeah, well, and someone that plays I guess what you call pop music, you know, and theory. You know, it's fun to have like a lot of Michael Jackson songs, and Stevie Wonder has a lot of weird chords that you have to learn theory, like suspended chords where there's like chords over chords, where you have to play a bass note that's different than the root, you know, up here. You know? So you have to learn a lot if you want to like play Stevie Wonder songs, and I love Stevie, so I decided to learn some piano.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So for an aspiring musician going to college, what is your best advice for them? What would you say?
For a musician going to college?
Mm-hmm. Or anyone that wants to be a musician.
Oh, just I'd say be nice and try new things.
Yeah.
Like if you're super tired, you're young. If you're young, then you should go out and do things no matter how tired you are. You know, like
right.
if there's an amazing like sax player playing that night and you're just like I'm lazy. Don't be lazy. Go see him because you'll make connections. You know.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most important part is to just go out and do things rather than not do things. It sounds simple, but it's hard to do. You know, just be active.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you got to see anyone, any band ever in concert, what would you go see?
Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him. He's got a funky band. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you like Bruno Mars then? Huh?
Yeah.
What's your favorite song?
Locked Out of Heaven. You ever heard that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. It's kind of like got a Sting feel to it. But that's pop music. But jazz. I'd love to go see. I've seen Victor Wooten play live. Do you know who he is?
No.
Bass player, sick guy.
Okay.
But you know, I want to go see him again. He's really fun, and he's got some awesome bass chops.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you classically trained then, along with knowing this much theory?
No, I'm not really even good at reading. I know what chords are, but if it's writing down melodies, I'm not good at that.
Okay.
But
so when you're composing a song, you work off of lead sheets rather than notes.
Yeah, lead sheets, and I record the melody on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you have an idea for a song, how do you go about developing it?
It's always going to be spontaneous. I never know exactly how the song is going to turn out, or how to do it, but it's usually just putting together lyrics that I really like, and sometimes it takes a couple months because I'll have a melody and I'll have some chord changes, and then it won't really mean anything, but it sounds cool. Then you'll fall in love or something, and then you'll write that song, and you'll be like, oh, that's what I could write it about, and then you'll finish the song that many months later. So maybe I'll do that song. I just did that recently, so maybe I'll play that song tonight.
Oh, yeah. So who's the special someone?
Someone you don't know.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So that song is going to be playing tonight then?
We'll see. I mean, if I feel like it.
Okay.
It's all every show that I do is always going to be spontaneous. There's never going to be. There's always going to be a hint of we're playing songs. There's always going to be a backbone. There's going to be a bone structure to it, but the skin can change just like that. Like sometimes I feel like, hey, let's do this song in 5/4, or hey, let's do this very slow and in this key. And then sometimes it's like, hey, let's sing this song but put these chord changes underneath it. There's just always fun. It has to be fun because it's constantly putting your brain to work.
Right.
And if you don't have that, so then it's a surprise for everyone. It's a surprise for the audience. It's a surprise for us because we don't know what we're gonna play.
Right.
That's really fun.
So for sure, every show is always different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
That's cool. What's your favorite song that you've made, if you have a favorite?
It's the song called "Stuck in London," and it's about mango trees. And I really like singing it. And I probably sing it every single day of my life, no matter where I am. I always sing it. Yeah. It's very fun.
You doing that one tonight as well?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So a random question: what do you like eating?
I recently have been getting into fish.
Okay.
I like candy. I love me some. You ever had those Mallow cups? You ever heard of those?
It sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Vintage candy.
vintage candy. It's like Reese's, but instead of peanut butter and chocolate, it's got just white gooey stuff. I don't even know what it's called. Marshmallows. It's marshmallows and crunchy, cool peanut butter stuff. But I really, I have a heart for that. Well, not a heart, a stomach for that. I have a knack for it. What's the word? And I have a love.
You have a thing for it.
I have a thing for it, and I'll just say a thing. Yeah, I have a thing for mallow cups. But the healthy stuff, I'm getting into fish. Fish is, every time I would go to a sushi place, the raw fish is really scary taste. But then cooking it is really awesome, and I've been getting into that.
Okay, you had hot dogs on your tech writer.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with hot dogs? You just like hot dogs?
What's up with hot dogs?
You just like hot dogs?
Yeah, I love them. Yeah, they're easy. They're plain. I like plain hot dogs, plain hamburgers.
You're having fajitas tonight, though.
Am I? Are you gonna force me?
No. No.
Oh, is it there?
Catering.
Is it on the writer?
Somebody said it was okay to have fajitas. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm down to, what are fajitas, to be honest?
Chicken, steak.
Chicken and steak.
It's like the Mexican dish. It
In a-
normally
yeah.
served like
In a
hot in a
wrap.
sizzling pan, and then they like give you
Avocado.
tortillas on the side, and you
Oh, do you put them in the tortillas?
Yes.
yeah, like make your own
Okay.
tortilla burrito taco type.
You know what I just found out? What a flauta was.
Yeah.
So now I'm just figuring out. Fajita, it's Mexican food. Okay, all right, just making sure. But yeah, I'm just I used to be a very picky eater, and I still kind of am. I like everything plain. But then in college, I started eating Indian food, and then from there I would do. I would get into sushi just a little bit, and now, now I'm trying everything. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
So what's your take on movies? Because you like acting, so what's your view towards the movie industry? That's a pretty broad question.
That's pretty broad, yeah.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Back to the Future.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's fun because first of all the actors are great, but also it's a great concept, and I love all the Back to the Future movies.
All
But
right.
I know that's one of the only movies that I know backwards and forwards and could probably recite every single line.
Gotcha.
Because it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's really fun. The music's good too. That's
Yeah.
another thing. I was just hanging out with a buddy that had a cell phone ring tone that was doodle 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 doodle, and it's that magic kind of dreamy sequence kind of thing that happens in Back to the Future whenever like Marty discovers something. But was it John Williams that did that score? No, it wasn't. It was Zimmer. Zucker?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
No.
Did someone look that up? Is there a computer? Look, we gotta see it.
You have to go to a meet and greet
Oh, I do? When?
at 5.
At 5? Oh, okay.
Okay.
But anyway, Leah, look it up. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Score for
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. You got it.
Oh, man.
It'll drive you crazy
It
all
has
night.
3 syllables in his last name. And it's really weird syllables. Zacconi. Zerbafi. Baloney. Silvestri. That's what it is, right? Alan Silvestri?
Yep, you're right.
Yes.
You got it, Kim.
Yes.
Alan
Right.
Silvestri, right here in the second line, composition.
Ah.
You're not looking at
I'm
the
not
right
looking
place.
at Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis in the news, yeah. I love
Yeah.
those movies too so much.
Alan Silvestri. Alan Silvestri.
Alan Silvestri. Anyway, it's good music, orchestrated beautifully.
Gotcha.
Cool.
So the music you think is a very important aspect.
Yeah, I mean, if you know, I always bring this up. Signs. You ever seen that movie Signs with the aliens?
Oh, it sounds familiar.
Mel Gibson.
Okay. Yeah.
I muted it and I was not scared. But when I saw it in theaters, and I was scared for a couple nights. A couple nights I had the light on, you know. But without it, I remember watching it again, and it wasn't as scary because the music is just really. And it was like I remember it was a string quartet, and it just made you feel like crazy. Yeah. I don't know.
That's cool. Do you have a favorite actor or actress?
Jack Black is pretty awesome. He's one of my favorite guys.
Cool.
I'm trying to think of Kristen Wiig. Every time I see her in a movie, she makes me laugh. She's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So if you had to say something to the students that go here at ASUMH, regarding getting into the business of music, what would you say?
Break the rules.
Break the rules?
Yeah, because people will tell you that there's rules, but there's no rules. You just gotta look interesting and do interesting things, and do what you love to do, and look people in the eye when you do it, and just make sure that they you gotta tell a story no matter what, whether it's even puppetry or music or acting or even art. You just gotta learn how to tell a story and tell it well in your own way. And if people say this has never been done before, don't let that discourage you. And there's a first for everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah. Thanks for talking to me.
Do you guys have any
Thank you.
questions?
Oh, I'd like to get a photo of you three though before we do
Okay.
this.
All right, come on in.